speak a little bit on the joint health of our pets, because we are becoming much more apparent and aware as pet owners that they are having discomfort in their joints just as we are. And there are a lot of products out there, and we really want to make sure we're using our money wisely and choosing the most beneficial joint products. When we look at the joint, the most common thing people know of is glucosamine. It's a very beneficial nutrient, but there are multiple forms of glucosamine. You want to make sure you're getting the most absorbable one and that you're not interfering with that absorption. Glucosamine sulfate is a naturally occurring product in the body, and that is the one that we want to supplement. Glucosamine sulfate can come in a capsule form, it can come in a liquid form, but the most important thing we need to know about this is this will bind with fat in the meal, and it will interfere with its absorption and utilization as much as 40%. So when we're feeding a good quality glucosamine sulfate, we want to put it in a treat or feed it sometime an hour or more separate from our primary meal. They do have liquid versions of that, and that sometimes they can make it taste good, and so they can get that in as a little liquid treat that you can give to your pet. But again, you want the glucosamine sulfate, 96% absorbable straight through the gut, as long as we're not feeding it with a fatty meal. Again, if you and I are taking it and we're sitting down with that bowl of cereal, there's not a lot of interference there. But if we're sitting down with that steak and potato, we can get some loss of the benefit of our nutrients. This also has some MSM in it. MSM is commonly used in poorer quality joint products because the other versions of glucosamine, there's glucosamine HCl, and there is chondroitin sulfate. Those are very poorly absorbed through the intestinal tract, and once the body gets them in, they're actually the wrong salt form. So over an 8 to 10 week period of time, the body has to ship those over to the liver, take the HCl off, find a sulfate and stick it on, and now it's finally ready to send straight to the joint to be the glucosamine. So we want to make sure that we're going to do that job easy and just give our pet a straight glucosamine sulfate. It readily absorbs as long as we're not feeding it with the meal, and that'll go straight to the joint, and generally within 3 to 5 days you'll see a benefit, instead of having to give the liver more jobs to convert it over and having our pet or ourselves wait 8 to 12 weeks before we see that benefit. This product has MSM in it, and you can also get MSM as an individual nutrient, because what MSM is very good at is decreasing inflammation in muscle tissue. We think it's included in our joint products for that reason. Generally, the poorer qualities, they're using that S in the MSM as that sulfate source for the glucosamine so that the body can convert it. Unfortunately, by the time our pets are showing discomfort of the joints, they are having muscle contraction across those joints that are putting that joint into pressure. That MSM is very effectively going to be used by the body to decrease that muscle inflammation. So I'll have people use it completely separately for that muscle pain and discomfort to bring that inflammation down. But again, it's all used up. There's none left for the body to convert that glucosamine over. So yes, you can use them both at the same time, but they do two different things. There are also different products out there that are for rapid motion. So this is an agility product. It's a bunch of herbs that is also meant for a lot of the inflammation to come down from rapidly using joints and things. Now, the average dog that's running around, I may or may not look at this as a benefit, but any of my performance dogs that are out there, any of my working dogs, or that Labrador that you have, or that German Shepherd that really gets out and cuts it in the backyard and is a very high level dog, and you're noticing they're intermittently sore, nutritionally supplementing with some of these herbs can be of a benefit as well.